Creativity really does bring out the best in people. When you have adverse situations and limitations that you work with, then you do your very level pegging best to overcome them. And in this instance, we have Maz and Tina, two most wonderfully creative women who are simply roaring ahead to get their hen house built on an extremely and extraordinarily difficult slope. UK cops Tina and Maz lived the suburban London life. Then they moved to Port Lincoln in South Australia and are now living very much the rural life and want to extend their family. They have two beautiful dogs but long for chickens, and they want to provide these chickens with the perfect environment in which to flourish. You must be Tina or Maz.
No, I'm Tina.
You're Tina. How do you do?
Thank you. Hi.
And I'm Maz. And Maz,
Hi.
how do you do?
And this
Lovely
is
to meet you.
And Scrappy. Yeah.
Hello, Buzz. Hello, Scrappy. Beautiful. Perfect. Thank you for welcoming me to your home.
You're welcome. So, humble abode.
If someone had told me years ago that I'd be living this self-sufficient lifestyle one day, then I would have probably laughed. But I absolutely love it, in all honesty, and we'll never be totally off-grid, but it's a journey, I suppose, and we're travelling it together. I mean, it was always Tina's dream to do something like this, but seeing her turn her dream into reality for me is absolutely amazing. It's a big learning curve. The locals have been absolutely amazing. We've been trying to take their advice as much as we can wherever possible, and they've made us feel so welcome. And of course, the dogs have been with us every step of the way, which has been lovely. And it's just been like being a family, and we're going to be extending that family very soon with chickens.
This lifestyle really is a dream come true for me. It's just a shame that proper work gets in the way sometimes. I used to worry that Maz was going along with the country living for me, but I've really enjoyed watching her embrace it. And we're both learning about the country lifestyle together and gaining new experiences. And together we'll give anything a go.
Tell me about the budget and how you came to the figure that you've settled on, cost-wise.
Yeah, well, most of it is all about recycling. So if we can recycle as much as we can, then obviously the cost stays down.
And we thought if we give ourselves a fairly strict budget of $200, that will force us to recycle as much as possible.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
And we think that the $200 will be mainly for fixings and
latches, hinges.
No. Got the gate there. Got it. Got to start the floor.
Okay.
Right out.
Okay, you've got the gate underneath. And then the recycle. On this steep side, which direction will you orient the house?
we've done lots of research with these types of books, and they say that an easterly facing chook house, so that in the hot summer months the chook house itself will give some shade.
And also the moisture at night, sometimes the moisture comes on the inside, so as soon as you open the hen house in the morning you get the easterly sunrise to help dry it out. And then the nest box is on the south side, wasn't it?
That was it,
So
yeah.
that it's cooler for the chickens to lay their eggs, because I don't like to be too hot when
And our
they're
theory is
doing their
if there's all
business.
these people that have done this research and have this experience, we'd be daft not to take their advice.
Yeah.
So that's why we're...
Sounds great. Sounds great.
Sorry, posts here. Excellent. Toilet, apartment floor.
And what building experience are you bringing to this? And who's the designer architect?
Yeah, well,
Is it?
It's me.
It's
So
a
I'm
combination. Okay.
this is mainly Maz's project, with my input occasionally and a little bit of help.
And this is the design I've done here. It shows that it's on poles. That's the front elevation and that's the side elevation. This material here is the recycled colour bonds, and then we've got the recycled wood here for these sort of like the inner sections. And these are the offcuts of permapine poles.
Right. Tell me about the window that you have there.
The budget probably doesn't extend to glass, so it'll probably be some like hatch system that you can wind up, and then for ventilation.
Yes.
And then we'll cover that with wire to make it
Mesh.
Okay.
Still
Or even
Yeah.
louver
Yeah.
one
Or
section of
louvers.
it.
Yeah.
That's a very good idea.
And we've got to be careful, because as you mentioned just now, our building experience is limited. I mean, you've built
I've built
two gates
two
now.
gates, and they open and close.
Yeah, they work very well
But
on a latch system.
Other than that,
So-
we haven't actually got any building experience.
I'm delighted to hear of your extraordinary capabilities. I really believe that you're going to pull this off. With such strong motivation to create a positive space for their poultry to thrive, Maz and Tina plan to build a chook shed for an entire chicken family on their steep rural block. Maz and Tina will be building the chicken house as a pole frame construction. The house will be elevated by 16 poles. They intend to use largely recycled materials . What we have to remember is that there are no services here, and this chicken family will be running totally off-grid. Every aspect of this chicken house build will be stripped back and hands-on. It seems that Tina and Maz have been humbled by the experience of being so involved in the building of their own home, and have turned that on its head, giving them the drive to try new things. Join me next time to see how they're getting on.